Hello everybody and welcome to week 5. By now you should have completed your Hello World International with graphics, your My School and your My Favorites applications. If you're still having problems with those, get a hold of me, send me a message if you're having technical difficulties. If I haven't heard from you, I'm assuming that it's going fine and that you're maybe just behind. So if you are having issues, don't be afraid to send me a message and get some help. I've done some remote help sessions with some people already to try to iron out some issues. Okay? In those programs, what we pretty much had going on was just allowing the user to click on some things and some things change on the form. So hopefully you learned some things about event handlers and about assignment statements. Now we're going to get into a little bit more detail here. Typically programs might need users to input some information, and then there might be some calculations done in the background to figure out answers to the data that was input to that program. So one thing you have to understand is how Visual Basic does basic math operations. So this lesson in here for this week is mostly text-based. I mean, this lesson is all text-based. It's all basically information that you have to read about in here. It might be an okay thing for you to print some of these pages for yourself, because there probably will be a quiz down the road on the basic information that's in here. So you might want these printed out so you can look back to them a little more easily. There's only one little video clip this week, about 5 minutes, that talks about putting it all together, and then you're going to make your own version of what's shown in the video here and what you had to learn about in the math operations. Now, besides math operations, it also talks about creating variables. We need to have variables, are basically little containers to store data. So it's going to teach you how to dimension variables and what variable types to use for certain types of data. So there's a lot of content in this lesson. Be aware again that the lesson grades, you can redo the lesson as many times as you want. So if you don't do so well on the questions in the lesson, go back through them real quickly. When you get the answer right, it does explain why that's the right answer. So go through it as much as you need to get an understanding of what the right answers were in that lesson. Okay? You do have 2 programs to create after the fact with that. Like I said, the rectangle area perimeter, where there's a video to kind of help you with that. And then the show off what you know program is basically one where you have a say on what you're going to build into that program. You just have to include the things that it tells you to in that lesson. And then, of course, another journal entry for the week. Okay? Be aware, I am starting this week last week, I started giving points for seeing that you logged into the site every day, so you could see if there were any announcements that you need to be aware of. And also, this was the first week that I'm docking assignments if they're late. So if yours is going to be late for some reason, just be sure you send me a message, let me know it. I'll work with you if you're having technical problems and you need more time. But if I don't hear from you, I'm going to assume everything is going fine and that you're just not putting in the time you need to get them done, and they will be docked for being late if that's the situation. So good luck with this week's activities. Send me a message if you need any help. Thanks.